you need to make sure you're happy. And the best way to sort of achieve that is doing something you love. Don't stress the small stuff and just choose something that you know that you're gonna get a lot out of, mainly through enjoyment. I think that's the biggest mistake a lot of people make. They choose a degree because they think they have to. No, you don't. Like, pick what makes you feel good. And I think a lot of the time people choose subjects because they're stereotypically good at them. But actually that's not the be all and end all. You need to focus on sort of your mental health as well as all the other stuff that's involved in the decision-making process. You need to make sure you're happy. And the best way to sort of achieve that is doing something you love. So yeah, that's what I think.
I'd say come to an open day, 100%. I think they definitely help you make your decision. You can get all the information that you need, and it just helps you make a decision.
I think it's also not the end of the world if you don't, though,
Yeah.
because I never went to any, and I don't think it sort of, obviously I don't know because I didn't attend anything, but I feel like if you do miss out on the open days, it doesn't matter too much, because, you know, like, the people that you need to get the information from, at the end of the day, they're only a phone call away. You can contact through various methods, like dropping in an email or something, just to get a bit more information regarding the course that you're thinking about.
I think if it was like advice for when I was younger, it would be like, one, just firstly go and see. Go, like Fran said, go to the open days and go and experience it. Two would be take any opportunity presented to you, because you don't know what door it'll open. Like I was presented with the clinical research door, and that might have set me up for a possible clinical PhD, which I never would have thought of. And three, I know from like my own brother's perspective of trying to pick, because he's in the same position where he's trying to pick where he wants to go. A lot of people worry about where they're gonna go, not necessarily for what course, but more the actual city. And I think often, well, more the case than not, is wherever you go, if you're happy with the course and you're happy with lecturers, you'll be happy with the place because you'll be able to fit in. So I know when I've done like talks back at my old school about like, oh, do you ever regret going to Hull? And it's like, well, I don't really have any other perspective of anywhere else. So it's what's moulded me into who I am, really. So that would be my three. Don't worry about where you're going to end up, like location-wise. Just make sure the course is like the right fit and something that you're going to enjoy. Take opportunities and then just go and see.
I think that's a great thing about taking opportunities, because, you know, an applied degree like this does open up a lot of opportunities, and being ready to take those opportunities, because those opportunities will open other doors, as we've heard today, and that is so important, I think, in life generally.
Yeah, I agree. Like, take every single opportunity that comes your way, even if it's not academic, if it's like joining a society and like making different groups of friends, like living on campus, even if you're from Hull, because it just puts you out of your comfort zone and just teaches you different skills and helps you meet different people.
So work hard and play hard.
Play harder.
I think some students making decisions about maybe the possibility of going to university are worried about they're not sufficiently academic. I've seen that with a lot of students here. They're worried they're not sufficiently academic. And it is an academic degree, of course, and it does require a lot of work from an academic perspective. But just remember and bear in mind that there's staff here who are going to look after you, are going to care for you, are going to support you, and are going to help you develop those academic skills. And that's central to what we do here. So I know some students are slightly daunted by the prospect of undertaking a degree. They're afraid they're not terribly academic, but the support is here to help students along the pathway and to help them develop those academic skills. And that's crucial, because I know that sometimes puts people off. starting a degree, which is something you kind of touched upon to some extent. But the support is there, and we will help you on that path, that journey.
It's a bit like it isn't just 1 3-year block either. It's like you may come in and you may not know a subject. Like I didn't really know much about like the psychology in our degree, but learning module by module by module, it just builds on foundation. So you don't necessarily have to know everything straight away.
And you might struggle a bit early on, but then you become more accustomed.
You've got those 3 years to kind of do your research, do your reading, and your understanding.
I think you gradually understand what the expectations are in terms of what staff are looking for as well. So that's something you develop over time as well. So it can be daunting initially, but I think students who stick at it and continue to work hard really get a sense. They begin to understand what's expected. Yeah. And then you see a huge improvement. So don't be put off. Students shouldn't be put off if they are a little bit concerned about not having those sort of academic skills. We don't want it to be it's not elitist at all. There's, we know the students come from like a wide range of academic backgrounds, and there is a very applied. As I said, academic skills are crucial. You have to learn certain academic skills to do well, but there's a hugely applied element to our various courses as well. So that's something that's of appeal to a lot of students. I was going to say something else, but I've lost my train of thought. Sorry.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, John.
Yeah.